welcome to the Normn Hyperbolic Filler. This is going to be an in-between episode of our normal podcast, the Hyperbolic Podcast, where we usually talk anime, video games, and movies. I am your host, X, also known as Young Morgan Freeman. With me, as always, is my co-host, Lewis.
Yo, what's up? What's up? It's Kid Lewis. How you doing?
Kid Lewis, bro. We sticking with the Kid Lewis?
I'm sticking to it until I get flagged or I get told not to use that name anymore.
Until you get served with that cease and desist letter?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with Kid Lewis, bro.
What's up, man? How you been?
Doing pretty good, bro.
I'm excited about this. So this is a filler. So this is basically us talking about any current topic, just talking about anything in general until our next season 2 comes out.
Yes, for sure. For people who are listening to our main podcast, the Hyperbolic Podcast, usually we have like a segment at the end of the podcast where we're reading, what we're watching, what we're playing. Mm-hmm. That's new to like Lewis and I, where we just kind of tell each other what we're reading, watching, and playing. That's a little bit less scripted and it's more personal and like in our day to day. So these in between episodes are going to be primarily just that while we prep for the next season.
Yeah, but stay tuned for season 2. It's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be a fire season 2, bro.
It's gonna be fire season. We're still working on it, and as soon as we get everything we need, then we'll start recording.
For sure, 100%.
So I'm 100% excited about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, man. So let's jump into this. Let's just go for it, man.
Jump into it, man. Give me what you got for me, bro.
I got something cool for you. So as you probably already know, they are releasing a new piece of hardware for Sony called the Sony Portal. Now, from what I've seen in the images, is basically the dual sense controller split in half and they put a screen in the middle.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So I looked at some specs for it. It does look pretty cool.
Let's not jump into specs. I honestly just want like your opinion of what do you think as of like the visual of the product? Do you like it? Do you think it looks nice? Do you think they fumbled it?
I mean, it looks cool. It looks like the PS5 controller. So it is the PS5 controller. I do like the PS5 aesthetic. Like, I know it does look kind of like not sharp, but it looks like futuristic and kind of like weird. But I do appreciate the way it looks. I'm looking at it right now. It looks, pretty slick.
I like it too. I think personally, it looks pretty dope. I like the concept of it. I don't know to you if you prefer the Xbox controllers better. I know they're a little bit more girthier, like more, bigger.
I've always liked the PlayStation controllers.
I've always liked the PlayStation controller.
Because the Xbox controllers, it's always kind of weird. And even just from Xbox One, remember they had the black and the white button?
Yeah, I remember.
All these buttons.
And that big ass X in the middle that literally had no function.
Right.
It was just an X.
Yeah, so I'm not really... I always prefer the DualShock over the Xbox controller.
No, I do prefer the DualShock. And with this one, they kept everything about what's great about the DualShock. Like the vibration, the way it feels, just the button layout and everything's the same. The only thing that's different is that it just has this, I think is an 8-inch screen in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So we're looking at it right now. I think aesthetically it looks very nice. It is very sharp. I have not seen it in person yet.
No.
I know there's YouTube videos that show it in person, but I think it looks dope. Now, I'm kind of in the fence with this product. I don't know if I want it or if I don't want it. And I feel like they could have done more.
Done more?
Yes. Not aesthetically. I'm not talking about like, how it looks. I'm talking about like how it works. The functions and like the hardware to it.
How does it?
Or the software. The software to it.
How does it work?
So from what I've been seeing and hearing, it's basically like an accessory to your PlayStation and it does remote play. Right. But it does remote play in a sense like it does it better because it's a dedicated remote play device for your PlayStation 5. You can remote play from your computer. You can remote play from your cell phone. Yeah. You can just buy one of those like backbone controllers and you just hook up your phone to it. Like that's basically what people are arguing from what I'm seeing is like, well, why am I going to spend $200 on a specific item that only works with your PS5? So like without the PS5, this does nothing.
Right. Because it used to be if you got a PSP, that was like the system.
And that's, I think, what everybody was expecting. Everybody was expecting like some variation of the PSP, like an own personal handheld gaming system. Right. But that's not what Sony gave us. So Sony gave us this. And I like the way it looks. I really do like that whole 8-inch screen. It looks so good. It is not OLED. It's just a 1080p, I think 60 frames per second.
Right.
That's pretty much it. So it's nothing crazy. I think if it was OLED, it probably would have looked even better. But I'm also thinking like battery. You know, maybe they chose the 1080p just regular LCD screen to conserve more on batteries. You know, because last thing I want is like to have this in my hands and it die on me like every 3 hours or so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like I want it to last.
Like slim too. To have like, you know, big battery or whatever.
So, but I feel like where I'm at the fence is that the only way to use this is literally having a PS5 and you can't even like take it with you. So like let's say I want to take this controller / screen, you know, in the car and play some PlayStation. I can't do that unless the system is
connected
close
to
by.
Wi-Fi.
So it has to be connected to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you just have to have Wi-Fi so you can play like across the world.
No.
Yeah, if it's Wi-Fi.
No. You have to be connected to the same Wi-Fi.
The same Wi-Fi as
the PS5.
Really?
Yes.
Then what is the point?
It's just an accessory. That's the thing. It's just an accessory. It's basically an extra controller, but this one has a screen on it. Think about it like that. An extra DualSense controller.
Yeah.
But it just has a screen on it. That's all it does. And that's what I'm saying. I like the way it looks. And the price is only $199. Which the Elite DualSense controller is almost $200. Like the premium Elite controller. Okay. You know how Xbox has their Elite controller with the extra back buttons on the back, removable thumbs, so you can like exchange it out for like longer ones, or concave and all that bullshit. That's kind of like the way they're advertising it. Like this is a different form of a controller where you can just play and not have to look at, you know, your TV screen or whatever.
As someone who doesn't even have a PS5, I would say this is like a pass for me. If I had a PS5, I don't know if...
Well, the way I'm thinking about it too is like, I kind of want it in the sense like, maybe I don't want to just lay in bed. Maybe I want to sit in the couch, but I don't want to like use the big TV and just kind of like chill back and just play right off, you know, right in front of me kind of thing situation. That's the way I, you know, or maybe I want to go to the bathroom and then just sit and just play a little bit without, you know, you can't do that with a big screen. You're not going to take your whole ass plasma or whatever TV you got into the bathroom. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm just saying, that's just the way I see it. But I felt like they kind of dropped the ball in the sense like they could have done more. They're going to drop a new subscription now where you can do cloud gaming and you can play, you know, their old games and stuff like that. But this doesn't even have cloud gaming either. It's lacking so much potential. And that's what puts me on the fence. Like I like the way it looks. It looks sleek. It looks dope. It looks new. Like, and I kind of want it, but at the same time, it's like I'm only limited to what it can do, and which is just majority of it is just remote play. Another downfall to this is that it has a 3.5 millimeter jack, so you can plug in your headphones. Okay, but it doesn't have Bluetooth.
Oh yeah,
it has a variation of Bluetooth, which I forgot what it's called. I think it's called something like Audio or PlayStation Audio Connect or something like that.
Oh yeah, Link something or whatever,
or Link something like that. Audio Link. Mm-hmm. So it can only connect to their ecosystem or devices that have the same link. So they did drop the handheld control, right? And then they dropped 2 new headphones. I think the earbuds is called something Explorer, and then they have their Elite headphones, which is over the ear headphones, and it's supposed to be the Pulse, but the Elite version of it.
Okay.
And they both have this Link audio thing, which is PlayStation's new ecosystem to kind of like tie everything in. But it just sucks that you can't even use Bluetooth. So like if you have like a specific headphones that you really like, you can't even use those unless it's wired.
I use my Beats for the damn podcast that we do.
I know. But that's what I'm trying to say. That I think that's another downfall to this hardware or to this controller.
I would say so, yeah.
So like, would you personally purchase it? Would you hold off on it? I can also see Sony, like if this succeeds, like for some reason, like people are actually buying it. I can also see Sony like later on the line being like, well, we're going to release the same system, but this time we're going to give the people what they really wanted. Cloud gaming, you be able to play it anywhere, not just have to be connected to your PS5 all the time.
I thought you had to be connected to any Wi-Fi.
No.
Wow.
No, that's the thing. You have to be connected to the Wi-Fi. Any sense, though, then. It's just an accessory. That's all it is. And I think that's why the price is so cheap. At $200, it's not that bad.
$200.
It's not that bad. But it's just basically a DualSense controller with a screen in the middle. That's it. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh, well, no, I'm going to say for me, no. Because like I said, I don't even have a PS5. So it makes no sense for me. I thought this would replace a PS5 for me.
No.
Like a PSP. Like, because even the PS Vita, you didn't have to have a PS3 or a PS4 to play the PS Vita.
No, you don't. But that's, I don't know.
It's pretty cool. You can play your PS5 games off of it, but I have friends who do have the backbone, and they preach off of the backbone. They say it's like really, really cool.
Yeah.
So.
And with those, you can actually play without having to connect to the PS5, like, or be in the same facility as the PS5.
Are you sure, man?
I'm positive. That was like literally one of the biggest downfalls. Like people, because I saw like reviews on it on YouTube, different YouTubers talking about it, or just YouTubers that had the chance to actually go see it live and, use it on hand. And I think like they were just talking about like, it's a very beautiful device. It looks really nice. It looks really dope. The screen looks really nice, even though it's not an OLED, which I think is another downfall, because I think the Nintendo Switch looks super crispy clean with that OLED. But the biggest downfall was no Bluetooth, so you can't even connect your favorite headphones if you wanted to. And then second, you can only play it with your PS5 on the same Wi-Fi signal.
Wow.
Anything like, so it's not something that you can just grab and take with you and decide to play on the subway or decide to play in your car or at work.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on break, I'm gonna pull it out and just play a little Call of Duty or play a little God of War. You can't even do that. It's literally just an accessory. It's like, you can't take your DualShock controller and be like, oh, I'm gonna play Call of Duty. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like in that sense. So that's the downfall to it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pass for me.
It's gonna be a pass for you.
Pass for me. I'll definitely check it out. If you get it, I'll definitely
I was thinking about buying it and just like even maybe doing an unboxing.
We could.
The Normn unboxing channel now.
Yeah.
We're just doing a little bit of everything now, man.
Our first unboxing video was, I think, the Spider-Man one.
Oh yeah, we did a little we did like a little unpackaging on that.
Yeah.
Added to the review.
Yeah.
Man, we're doing unboxing, we're doing reviews.
Yeah.
Next, we're gonna start dropping a fucking album, The Normn.
Hey, we already got 1.5 rap name,
Exactly. Oh man. All right, so next on the list that I got is One Piece.
One Piece.
So let's talk about, before we jump into the live adaptation, which is going to be coming out on
2 days.
In 2 days on the 31st.
Yeah.
Before we jump into that, did you get a chance to see the episode where they did the animation for Luffy's Gear 5?
So I didn't see the episode, but I did see some clips. Like Crunchyroll had the Crunchyroll collections on YouTube. So I saw all the clips that they had. It did look pretty fun. I do have my opinions about it, but also, I'm not that far into One Piece, so I don't know the weight of Gear 5. So like you tell me, oh, Luffy went Gear 5. I don't know what the hell that means.
Well, it's his next gear up from Gear 4, which Gear 4 has like, I think 3 different transformation: Bounce Man, Snake Man, and I don't know if it was a third one in there. The Bounce Man is like when he turns into like this huge kind of like sumo wrestler and he's like floating off the air, but it's like his feet is like kicking like at super fast speed. So it just looks like he's just floating. And then you got Snake Man, which I guess he can throw like a punch and change the trajectory of the punch like anywhere he wants it to go. So it makes it like really unpredictable of when you're going to get hit or something like that. Mm-hmm. But Gear 5, so I saw the episode.
Tell me.
I liked it. It is different. I know I've been hearing like mixed messages, like people don't like it because it's so cartoon, American cartoon style, like the whole eye popping, the whole like running in place kind of thing, or like,
so here, here's my opinion.
Kind of doing like
I don't mind it. I like it a lot. The problem that I have with it, and I had to check to make sure that the video that I saw wasn't edited, is the sounds. I kind of hate having all those sounds. Like once in a while is maybe okay, but like just it's so unrelenting. Like pew, pew,
yeah,
like it's like back to back, like the whole fight. So I don't mind the way it looks. I think it looks very cool. Even the dragon gets a little bit cartoony, which I think was pretty cool. And it's kind of like that in a cartoon, like in a Looney Tunes, or even like if you see like the
Tom
Mask,
and Jerry, and that's what I was thinking too about, like the Mask. Like
like when you're captured in the magic that is the Mask, like you become a little cartoony yourself.
Yeah.
So I don't mind all of that. It's just like the sounds, and this I checked it. This is like a straight Crunchyroll video. So those sounds were just like so off-putting. And I'm like, can everybody hear those, or is it?
No, everybody can hear those, man. Yeah, like
everybody in the world.
But that's
like,
part of the cartoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you know, like I compared it to like Tom and Jerry, though.
Yeah, but Tom and Jerry,
how like Tom and Jerry, they have like scenes where like Tom would hit Jerry with a hammer and they make like the little pow, or like, or he would run and it's like that skedaddle sounds.
Yeah, I don't mind all that. I just wish it was used sparingly.
Oh, okay.
Because it is so loud, and it's like.
But how do you think it implements with like just the general animation, like the way anime is normally drawn?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah,
because it jumps from like so like there's parts where like Kaido looks normal, like just the normal animation, like how he's normally drawn.
Yeah,
and then as soon as Luffy kind of gets near Kaido or they start fighting, that's where they try to like cartoonize Kaido, or like in his dragon form or stuff like that. Yeah. So it's like things like that. Like there's funny. Like there's a scene in there that I thought was pretty funny, and it's like a scene where it looks like Luffy's doing like the moonwalk, and it's kind of funny. And there's also scenes like where Kaido's eyes are like popping out when he gets punched in the face or something like that. Like his eyes like pop, 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 and then it zooms back into his head. Yeah. So it's like things like that, and then. I know like the whole Gear 5 is supposed to show like him being able to do anything he wants, like whatever he can imagine he can do. Yeah. So like if he wants to like make himself bigger or look more buffer, like that's I guess what the Gear 5 is intended. I didn't know constantly laughing.
Luffy was a fan of like Tom and Jerry. If that's
but I guess the creator, I can't remember his name, the one that actually creates One Piece. He's like a huge fan of like that cartoon style animation. That's why he implemented it, because he was like, you know, because people were comparing these scenes with Zoro versus King. Okay. And they were like, Zoro versus King scene, like the animation was like off the chart. It was so great. And they were talking about how they put like months of work into this fight and just like preparing the animation and the drawing and all that. And it looks super dope. But then, you know, they were also saying how they were putting like over multiple months just to create these scenes for Luffy. And some people were just like kind of disappointed. Like, because they were hyping it up, remember? They were even saying how they were getting WB to like help out with the animation and all that, because, you know, they're good with the cartoon style. Yeah. And they were just hyping it up. And then when people finally saw it, it was like, And it's also because
it's not revolutionary. It is just something that we've seen before. We just haven't seen it done with anime. So, but even then, you know, there's a bunch of fan animations out there where they do have like, you know, One Piece drawn like or animated in the style of Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball animated in the style of like My Hero or whatever. So we have seen stuff like this before, especially like you said in Tom and Jerry and all these different cartoons. So I could see where the hype maybe. It was overhyped, so now when you do see it, it's not like this big thing.
Yeah. Sometimes that tends to happen when people overhype things, and then it's like it's so hyped up that when it actually comes out, it's like it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. Like I said, my only gripe with it is the excessive use of all the sounds effects. Yeah. But besides that, the way it looks and the way it like flows, ebbs and flows, you know, I'm definitely down with that. There's a lot of anime as well that just does go through different styles. And I'm always a fan of that. Like there's like a Bob's Burger episode where the whole episode is like in all these different animation styles. Yeah. I love stuff like that because
you know who does a lot of that? That show that I think we talked about the show on Netflix. Love, Robots.
Oh, Love, Death and Robots.
Love, Death and Robots. They use different animation styles to present their work. So like not every episode is the same animation style. Like some is more futuristic, some is more like drawing, some is more like they use more saturated colors. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, I'm a fan of all of that.
But no, I think it's dope. I think it's dope that they're trying new things. Like he's the creator of One Piece is like, you know, it doesn't have to be the same kind of like demon style, over dramatic.
Well, because One Piece is it's stylized. Like it does have its own feel.
Yeah, and it kind of works with Luffy because Luffy is kind of like that Tom and Jerry kind of like foolishness like that.
He's a rubber man.
Yeah. So it does work for him, but I'm just saying like some people in the community,
it's like pow, 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 pow.
But some people in the community just didn't feel like it was done right. Like they overhyped it, and then the whole cartoon didn't really mix well, and blah blah blah. And like they were comparing it to that fight between Zoro and Kaido King, and how that fight looked way much better than this fight right now.
I don't know, man, because I am a fan of anime. So I think anime does have like a real cool aesthetic.
Yeah.
That the fights just, they can like zoom into the face at certain angles and just, it just is very, very
and just be like
stylish,
over dramatic, but like in a cool way. Not to say cartoons aren't cool, but they're meant to be more funnier, like get a giggle out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially with the sound effects, like you were talking about, like the pow pow, you know what I mean? Like it's just to get like a little.
I just wish it was used sparingly, man. That shit was so.
So to you, it was just overwhelming. It was a little too much.
There was too much. I wish it was muted. That's how much I was like, this is way too goofy.
Yeah.
And it was just the sounds. Like the way it looks is fine. Like the back and forth between him and Kaido, I was okay with all that. It was just the sounds.
All right, man. Well, you heard it here. Straight from X's mouth. Too much noise.
Too much noise, but.
All right, man. Okay, so then the next one that we were going to talk about was One Piece, the live adaptation on Netflix.
Yeah.
Be honest with me, man. Are you excited for this?
I'm excited to watch it and do the review.
We are doing a review on it, so keep an eye out on that. I'm not excited at all, man.
Not excited at all.
I saw the trailer.
You were excited like episodes ago.
Was I? I don't think
we weren't hopeful, but we were like, looking forward to
seeing it. Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing it. I mean, they kept dropping like little clips, little pictures, little screenshots of like the show, and I was the build up was getting there. But like once they actually showed the trailer and actually seeing like Luffy live action doing the gum punch or whatever, and then actually seeing him stretch out, it just didn't look right to me. And then this is more Americanized, so of course majority of the actors are American.
Well, the main guy who plays Luffy, he has like a real thick accent, like from wherever he's from.
Yeah, he looks Spanglish to me.
Yeah, Spanglish.
Like from Spain. I don't know if that's
Spanish.
Spanglish. I don't know.
Spanglish is Spanish and English.
But he looks like very Spain to me. Like, and then the only one that looks more like Japanese is Zoro.
Yeah.
And then like even what's the guy with the long nose? I forgot.
Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank.
What's his name? Fuck, I forgot. But even Nami too, she looks more American too. But
Usopp.
Even Usopp is like they hired a guy like a little bit of a dark skinned guy with a fro.
Yeah, well, he's black. He's
in
quote
the show.
Unquote black in the anime. Yeah,
but in the live adaptation, he don't got the long nose. He just got a regular nose.
Right. And the other guy, the guy who I forget his name as well, the shark guy. He does have his long nose, like his spike nose.
Oh yeah. So I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, it's live action. I know we did a whole episode about live action.
And you know how we feel about live action.
So you guys should know how we feel about it. But just in case this is your first time hopping on, we're not fans of live action anime. So even when it's done by Japanese people or like by Japanese studio, it's just not going to be as good as the anime.
No.
So this one looks like it could get close, but I don't know.
I mean, I feel like people said the same thing for Cowboy Bebop live adaptation on Netflix. People were really hyped. The trailer. It looked really good. It looked on point. And then like after episode 1 or 2, like people were just disappointed. They just didn't get the vibe of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They didn't capture that. So I'm wondering if it's going to be the same thing for Luffy, where it maybe looks good on paper, it looks good on video, but once you start watching it, you feel like, he didn't capture the Luffy vibe. You know what I mean?
One Piece is just so good, man. Like I know I'm like late to it, and I know I'm only on Skypiea as of time of recording in the manga, but I've definitely seen all that they have on Netflix. So even if like releasing on Netflix, so if you've seen One Piece on Netflix, like the anime, like it's amazing.
Yeah.
And like it's emotional and it's fun and it's funny and it's, not intricate, but as far as like the way the story is and the way they assemble the team, like it's just great. So it's a tall order to try to like recapture all of that live action and just like remove the anime element from it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like it would have to be its own thing. It definitely like looks colorful, but I don't know. I don't know if it could hit all quadrants.
Yeah, I know, right? But we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, we're definitely going to watch it on the 31st. We're definitely going to make a review on it because, we'll let you know our opinions. I right now think it's not going to hit, but I could be proven wrong. I could watch it and be like, whoa, they did it right. They finally did it right. But then again, I could be like, I was right. It wasn't even worth the watch. I didn't want to go beyond episode 1. I was like, fuck that. I'm done.
Nah, we'll see. 'Cause that's something that I think that we did mess up, or not mess up, but like where we should have maybe watched a little bit more episodes than the first episode of the Cowboy Bebop live action. But I don't know, man. Same like how you're saying, if it's offensive, then I won't be able to.
Yeah, then you just stop. You're like, whatever. It is what it is. Like if I really want to watch Cowboy Bebop, I'll just watch the anime.
Yeah,
call it a day. You know what I mean? But
I'm open to it. I don't like judging before I see it.
I'm midway open. It's like I'm like halfway closing the door. Yeah. But it could easily persuade me to keep the door open. So I don't
you're glass half empty on this one.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I was
trying to think of a One Piece pun. Couldn't think of
We'll see how that one goes, man. Anything else you want to talk about today? Anything relevant? Anything comes in your mind? Have you seen any trailers for the new Mortal Kombat 1?
Oh, yeah. So, oh my God, every time I see that, I'm like, is that game out yet or not?
No, I don't think it's out yet.
There's so
we
much,
talked about it. Remember you were telling me that they were going to have, or you heard rumors that they were going to have Travis Scott and Megan Fox in it.
Yeah, so I haven't seen anything like that yet. And it could be like, secret stuff. But, that is a game that I do want to get. And my friend has been bringing over his PS5 for me to play Street Fighter on. Mm-hmm. I freaking love that game.
You love Street Fighters?
I love Street Fighter. I don't even know if I'm going to be playing more Street Fighter or more Mortal Kombat, because I love Mortal Kombat as well.
We're going to do an episode where we're probably going to debate which one is better between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
Okay, yeah.
And we're going to play the games.
We'll pick a side and then debate to the other one?
Yeah. While we play. So we're going to play both Mortal Kombat and Street Fighters, and then just kind of go back and forth, like, no, this was better, or the animation is better, or the graphics are way much better.
You talking about the new ones?
The new ones.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Because Mortal Kombat is going to come out pretty soon. I mean, I saw today while I was eating dinner, I was watching like a 17-minute like gameplay of the game itself, but it was just like the first 17 minutes of the game, and it looked pretty good. So I was like, I might be interested. We're definitely going to pop the game, because we're definitely getting into the whole gaming channel and just playing it. But no, I'm looking forward to it, man. And the same thing, I haven't had a chance to play Street Fighter, the new one, yet. I've seen it, on YouTube videos. One of my friends has it, so I've seen him play it, but I haven't physically sat down and played it yet.
It's good, man. It's good.
But I'm definitely looking forward to it, especially for the podcast.
Yeah. No, 100%. I love fighting games. That is like, fighting games are like anime to me. Like, it's real intense, and it's, maybe one-sided at first, and then you come back, and the more, matches you do, it's like a montage. Like, you just get better and better.
True.
It's great. I love it. So, but I am excited to see that Mortal Kombat. But no, I haven't seen much more gameplay
of it.
Yeah, just whatever they show.
Yeah. But I have no idea when the release date is for this game.
I can tell you right now.
Go ahead, man.
Release date.
And while you're pulling it up, I'll go for it. You already got it out.
September 19th.
Oh shit! It's next month.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I thought it was the first week, but no, it's like 2 or 3 weeks into the month.
Cool. I'm excited. Moving on from Mortal Kombat, have you heard of these new episodes that they're going to drop for Naruto? They said they were dropping 4 new episodes.
No, I have not.
No? So it's I've been seeing it all over
4 episodes of Naruto?
Or Naruto. No,
not
fuck
Boruto.
No.
Because Naruto is in Boruto.
No. Boruto had nothing to do with this.
Are these before Boruto was born? Or
yes.
what?
So
really?
I don't know if they're brand new episodes. I heard there was supposed to be like brand new episodes, just kind of like little segments that wasn't part of Naruto, but will be part of Naruto. But then I also heard it's going to be like a recap. Like they're going to do like an arc for Pain. They're going to do an arc for Itachi. They're going to do an arc where, can't remember. They were going to do like different arcs, but it was going to be 4 episodes, and each episode was going to be like an hour long.
Really? Okay. That'd be dope.
It's supposed to be coming out pretty soon, actually. These 4 episodes.
Well, remember last year they had like that announcement that they were going to like release something, and then they said that they were going to release new episodes.
They did. They released new episodes for the books, remember?
Right, yeah.
So they did that, but people were so disappointed because that Sasuke versus that dinosaur thing.
Yeah.
They were like, so this man can't kill a dinosaur, but
I know. Yeah, in the manga, it's more about like the intrigue and like him finding out, what's going on in his prison. So, but once you see it like animated, you remember that Sasuke is just a badass.
Yeah, and, but it was like a downfall, because I heard some negative things about those episodes that they made from the books.
Yeah, I mean in the books it works out, and then it is more about not more about, but like it's Sasuke and Sakura. Like he finally gives her a ring and proposes to her, and like you find out that he actually does love her. He just like shows it in a weird way,
very weird way.
Yeah,
very weird way
because he's a weirdo. Yeah.
But no, these 4 new episodes are like a Naruto based related episode, and it's like I think 2 is Naruto, and then 2 of them is Naruto Shippuden.
Okay.
But I think it's coming out pretty soon. So we definitely going to watch that and probably talk about it in our podcast, what we thought of these 4 episodes. But definitely excited. Anything else?
Oh, you want to let the listeners know what you're reading, what you're gaming, what you're playing? Oh, damn, I messed that up. What you're reading, what you're playing, what you're watching, bro.
Reading, playing, watching. Reading. Nothing much. I need to pick up the new volume for
Kaiju.
The Kaiju number 8 or 9.
Number 8. It's been that long, bro.
It's been that long. Yeah, it's been a while since I picked up but I know they had dropped a new volume, so I definitely have to pick that one up to continue reading it. And then playing. Not much, man. The same thing. I really want to pick up this Star Wars game, the latest one that dropped.
The Jedi.
The Jedi one. I really want to pick that one up.
I heard a lot of good things about it.
And I know Disney's dropping some like new episodes of Star Wars. Can't remember what it's called.
Ahsoka?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. I like the vibe and I like the creativity, and it's one of my things, but I definitely want to pick up the game. I feel like the story, because it's more of a story-based game, so I kind of like that.
And then the Battlefront. That's my favorite part of Star Wars, is the Jedi stuff.
Yeah.
Like I do like all the space battles or whatever, but like that Jedi...
Yeah,
like
the story,
lightsabers, the Force.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So I want to pick up that game and just kind of play for it. But besides that, just playing Call of Duty whenever I get a chance. I've been kind of slowing down too. Just been pretty busy with work and then the podcast and then the giveaway. For the giveaway, we only had one person so far come and claim their prize. Yeah. And we said tomorrow, basically, the 30th. Was the last day for them to claim. So, if you haven't claimed it by then, unfortunately, you're lost.
We will be doing another giveaway at the top of the next season.
Yes,
so
we are.
You'll have another chance.
Yeah. But to me, I wanted. I'm not saying that I'm ungrateful for the people that actually entered, but if you are gonna enter, just make sure you follow up, because like this is a free price. It's not like you have to pay anything. You just have to literally listen to the pod. All you had to do was listen to the podcast. I literally broke it down in segments of when we're gonna announce it. It wasn't like it was just randomly announced in the middle of the podcast where we were talking about.
Hey man, it happens, bro.
Whatever.
It's all right, they're lost.
But it was, you know what I mean? It was literally broken down. We said like, hey, we're gonna talk about this, and then towards the end. And even if you didn't want to listen to the whole podcast, you could at least, kind of like zoomed in towards the end and just even heard us do the Wheel of Fortune kind of thing and announce who the winners were. And you could have claimed your prize, but you guys didn't. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I was really hoping you guys were, DM us on Instagram and then, claim your prize. But next time, if you're really interested in winning, like do it. Because, I kind of feel bad because there's probably other people that would have claimed it that really probably wanted to win these prizes.
Well, there wasn't that many people that entered. It was like maybe like 20 to 30 people. So next time, definitely get in there and you'll have a good chance of winning something.
Yeah.
Because we sent the winner their shirt
today.
So they'll be getting it. So, I'll reach out to them and see if they can post it once they get it. But yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, but we're definitely doing another giveaway at the beginning of the next episode, or season 1, episode 1. So definitely look forward to that. And yeah, anything else relevant? How about you? What are you reading, watching, playing?
Reading, watching, playing. So I'm still just reading the same shit, man. Just Chainsaw, Dr. Stone, and chewing through One Piece. I think I might actually speed up on the One Piece.
You can skip some parts because I feel like some parts are just fillers, man.
One Piece?
On One Piece, yeah.
I don't know, because I'm like I said, I'm reading it, so I don't know how much of the manga is.
I forgot what it's called. I'm gonna have to look it up for you. But it's a website that is supposed to help you watch all of One Piece, and they take out all the bullshit. So it's just straight story, like straight main story.
But I'm reading it though.
Oh, you're reading it though.
I'm reading it.
I think they have it for both ways, manga and animation. It's just like
I can check it out.
It's like, if you just are getting onto One Piece, but you want to catch up,
yeah,
like this is like, here are videos of everything you need to know without having the extra fillers, without having the extra bullshit. Just like quick, or without having those fights where they're just dragging a little bit longer. Like boom, 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 boom. Like this is the main shit that you need in order to catch up.
Yeah. Well, I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying it. It is just a lot. So it's not like, like I'm not getting through it. I am getting through it, but there's just so much.
No, it's definitely a lot, man. Thank God I started when I was 13.
Yeah, right.
I'm 28 now, but thank God I started when I was 13, right?
I know, right? Should have bought a house and started One Piece when I was 13.
Exactly, man. But at least I did one of the two things.
Right? No, somewhere.
Man, because if I would have started now to watch One Piece, I would have regretted it. I would have been like, God, man, there's just so much to watch.
Yeah, but I'm getting through it. And they do have new chainsaws, like I think every Tuesday, because I go to like the doctor like once a week on Tuesdays, and that's when I'll sit in the room or the waiting room, and that's when I'll get through the One Piece, and then like right when I get called is usually when the Chainsaw Man comes on. Yeah. So then I just I'll listen to that or read that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm reading.
Playing. Anything cool?
No, still just playing a bunch of Destiny. I got a couple of friends that do want to get into a fire squad with Destiny. So I don't know if you're down to do some Destiny, bro.
I might pick it up. But it's Destiny
free
2, right?
It's free, yeah.
It's free?
It's free. All you gotta do is download it.
For real?
For real.
Oh shit. I'll take a look. I'll probably download it. I don't have enough space, bro. This is one thing I hate about the PlayStation. Those fucking games eat up so much memory.
Just delete Grand Theft Auto, bro. I know that shit takes up a lot of space.
I don't even have Grand Theft Auto.
No?
All I have is Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, Call of Duty Cold Front, and I think Spider-Man. But I had to delete Spider-Man because Call of Duty is not taking up, like every other week there's an update.
Yeah.
And that's just another 100 gigabytes or another, and I'm just, God,
that's how it is for Grand Theft Auto, bro. That's why I had to, if I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, that's the only game on my PlayStation.
Jesus. I was like, it takes so much space. And I'm like, at this point, like, if I want to play another game, I'm going to have to delete Call of Duty. Just because of the amount of space. Or if that, I'm going to have to buy one of those like external hard drives for the PlayStation. But I'm like, still, man, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I was like, it's annoying, being honest. It's kind of annoying because you're like, if I want to download another game, I have to delete another game in order to make the space to download this game. And it's like, you know what I mean? I think that's one thing that I don't like about. And the funny part too is that even if you buy the disc only holds up like literally 30% portion of the game, and you still have to download the other 70%.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Is it
digital
even
gaming? We do have planned an episode for like digital gaming versus physical gaming. So the pros and cons of both.
I thought we did that. Did we not?
We did a little bit, but we didn't really get into we didn't get into it like we would with a topic. But
I think low-key that's like the only downfall to like
digital gaming. Digital
gaming is the fact because these games really take up a lot of space, and I understand because they're pretty big, and the graphics and the software is just so much for the PS5 to run or whatever. But
yeah, but then it should be like half the price or a third or.
Right? That's what I'm thinking too, because if you're not getting the physical version of the game, it should be a little cheaper to buy it online, especially if you're just getting the digital version.
Even if it's only to make up for the fact that you have to pay to store it yourself.
Yeah, like $10 cheaper, maybe $15 cheaper. So if the game is $70,
I want it to be half, but
I don't know about that.
I know.
Because I'm assuming the CD itself doesn't cost that much, does it?
I don't think so.
To manufacture the
you can get like
case,
100 CDs for like $10.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. To manufacture the case, to manufacture or print out the artwork for the case, and then manufacture the CD plus the artwork that goes on the CD. How much do you think they're really spending in all that?
Not even that. I'm talking
per
about
game.
I'm talking about that I have to pay also extra to store it. Like you're saying, you might get an external hard drive.
No,
but you
but
have to pay on top of that.
No, but I thought we were talking about like the
both ways.
The online version, the one where you just download it, should be cheaper than actually buying the physical version.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say, because I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, the only reason I would even say they should charge more for the physical version, because they're putting extra money to get the case, to get the artwork for the case, to get the CD, which I'm assuming the CD is not even that much to begin with.
I don't think
and then plus the artwork for the CD. So if the game is $70, I'm assuming maybe $10 of that $70 is how much it costs for them to profit from just the case and the CD alone.
I don't think that should cost like any money at all.
You don't think so?
No, not when you mass produce it like that.
Well,
like paper and and however much it costs to do
for the ink to get the artwork or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Like in the end of the day, I still think that the digital version should be a little bit cheaper.
Right. Yeah. I don't want them to upcharge the physical versions. I want them to decrease the amount that it costs for the digital.
That's it.
Because it'll come out at the same. They'll even charge you tax on it. And I'm like, what the hell?
I know, right? And on top of that, like you said, like you still have to pay to buy like an external hard drive or to upgrade the hard drive the PS5 already has to store it. Because you can't, like I said, like I think at this point you can probably have like 2 full games on your PlayStation, and that literally is that's your whole hard drive done.
Yeah, if it's 2 big games.
Hell, if you have Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty, I think those 2 games alone literally will eat up your whole hard drive.
Yeah,
your whole space done. And then after that, like you literally have to uninstall either one to download another game and be able to play that.
That's the way it goes, bro.
And then it sucks because then if I want to play GTA 5, then I have to uninstall the new game I just got and then reinstall.
And that shit takes forever
to play GTA 5. Like that's, I think that's a huge.
I'll go to download and this just says 36 hours and then it'll just keep going up. And I'm like, why is it going the other way?
I told you, man, you got to update your internet service, man.
Yeah. I'm
telling you, bro, this Comcast ain't doing it for you no more.
No, I got to go to Elon Musk's new internet.
Yeah, man. That's that ultra satellite shit, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to talk about conspiracy theory.
Go ahead.
Hey, this podcast we just talk a little bit about everything, right? I mean, the beauty about this kind of like filler is that it's not scripted. We don't have like an actual subject per se.
I'm here for
it. Let's get a little crazy.
Tell me, what's the conspiracy? Maybe I can add some sense into it.
So the conspiracy theory that I want to talk about is this conspiracy theory in Hawaii. So you know how Hawaii had this whole massive fire down there, right?
Yes.
So this conspiracy theory is that the massive fire was man-made. Okay. And it was a laser.
Oh, okay. By the white man?
By the government.
Whoa.
Right? So people had posted videos on Instagram and TikTok of like this weird laser hitting the ground before like everything was set on fire. And of course the fire, they can't even say like where the fire originated. Mm-hmm. And then the way, if you look at videos and pictures of Hawaii after, the fire is finally died down, the way shit is burned is so weird. Like cars are literally melted into the fucking concrete or like the paved roads. There's still trees that didn't even catch on fire. Like everything else, like buildings look like it was melted. And to me, I'm thinking to myself, like a fire, unless the fire is like crazy lava hot, that's the only way I can see metal melting. Because like when
Hawaii, they got lava.
But that's what I thought at first. At first, I thought that it was like because they have volcanoes, and it wouldn't be the first time a volcano erupted in Hawaii,
right?
So at first I thought that. So when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh shit, did a volcano erupt?" And that's why like shit is fucking melting, and it looks like like fucking hell. Basically, that's what it looks like. Mm-hmm. Shit is just burning everywhere. And they were like, "No, it's a natural fire. Or it's like a forest fire." And I'm like, that shit don't look like no forest fire. You got me fucked up. Like, I know what a forest fire looks like. That is not no forest fire.
No.
And then after, like, they were showing videos, like, after the fire died, mm-hmm. It literally looks like an apocalypse. It's all gray. Like, it looks like Fallout.
So you think it was a bomb or a laser?
No, it was a laser. No bomb. It was a laser.
A laser scorched.
It started the fire. And the reason they think it was a laser is because somebody had pointed out that a couple of months before this fire started, the governor there passed a bill saying that if you have to evacuate your land, your land is now up for grabs.
Like a foreclosure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have to evacuate that part, that land is no longer yours.
Oh, okay.
So now it's up for grabs. And from what I've been seeing is everybody wants a piece. Everybody wants a piece. They've been talking about Oprah buying mad fucking acres down there.
Really? Oh, man.
You know what I'm talking about? And then now because people are homeless, they have no home.
The Hawaiians?
They have no job. They have no cars, literally melting on the fucking pavers. Mm-hmm. They have nothing. So people are now offering them like, well, hey, I'll buy your property for pennies
on the dollar.
On the dollar. You know what I mean? And a lot of these Hawaiians don't have any other option because they're short on money. They don't have a job anymore. And now they all have to go to the other side of the island and start all over again while they clean up and everything, the debris and everything. So they basically lost it all.
They don't have like insurance?
No. You know,
they don't have volcano insurance.
You know how insurance is, man. But even that, they still have to wait. It's not like the insurance sends you a check right away.
No, I know. Yeah.
Even people still here in Florida still haven't received their check from the last hurricane. Right. So you know what I mean? It's gonna take a while. And now these people are homeless. They got nothing. They got nothing. And then on top of that, I saw that Joe Biden was offering them $700 as a help
and a turkey sandwich.
And people were like, $700.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, I also don't want to be like, well, 700, because if Joe Biden was offering me $700, I'll take it. But then again, I'm not in their situation. But if I was in their situation, I feel like that would be such a fucking disrespect and a slap in my face.
Yeah, right. Here's $700 and
I hope you do well in a I'm sorry card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, damn. So the conspiracy is that they're trying to get all these Hawaiians because, it's such a tourist site and there's so much potential money to be made. And a lot of the money that's being made is literally through the locals.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if we can get rid of the locals and have them move somewhere else, take all this extra acres and then rebuild and make casinos and make nice ass hotels and all this and that. Basically a tourism site, right? For tourists to come see and blah, 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 water parks, this and that. Now, the people that own all these, all these establishments are going to be the ones winning. They're going to be banking off this.
Yeah.
Right? And at the end of the day, money rules all, right? Money talks.
So to take it back to the conspiracy, whose laser is it?
The government.
The government's laser.
The government's laser. U.S. government's laser. I would love to show you videos so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. And just the fact that the government passed that bill that if you evacuate your land is now up for grabs. That's crazy. Literally months before this happened. That was the bill. If you have to evacuate your property is now up for grabs.
By the government.
Not by anybody.
Up for grabs. What does that mean though?
So it means you're no longer the owner of that property.
So who owns it though?
Nobody. Is up for grabs. Anybody can go buy it now.
From who?
I don't know. From foreclosure. I don't know. It's like if you live here and your house burns down, right?
Yeah.
And you have to evacuate your house. The bank can say, well, now anybody can buy that property because we're putting it up for sale. Instead of being like, no, it's still your property.
From the bank though.
Yeah. I'm assuming something like that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's now up for grabs. Somebody can come and buy your property, even though you're not selling it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's okay, so then, but that's not my fault. I had to evacuate. There was a fire here.
Yeah.
What do you want me to stay here? I can't live here. There's nothing there to live on. Oh, well, that's not our fault.
Maybe it was Tafiti from Moana.
No,
maybe.
Well, that's the conspiracy theory, man. I was like, damn. So the other thing I was talking to my girl about this the other day, how everything's getting so expensive.
Yeah, tell me.
So I was thinking ways that they would make things more affordable for us, especially our generation. Because I feel like we're just heading into this place where everything's just so goddamn expensive. And I don't see anything going down in price. Gas is going up. It's about to reach $4 anytime soon. And I wouldn't be surprised in 4 years from now, the normal is $4 for gas. That's the cheapest.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes.
But that's how it goes, right? But then again, our income isn't going up.
I know.
To contradict this freaking, inflation. So then I was like, people can't afford houses anymore. Just the interest rate being almost close to 7%. Houses is up in price. People can't even rent anymore because apartments are literally starting at almost $1,600 for a 1 bedroom, tiny little square. Anything above that, you're already getting close to that 2K mark. And that's just rent. It's not like you're paying for a mortgage then at the end, it's going to be your house once you finish paying it off.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I was like, I wouldn't even doubt it in the future to make it more affordable for us. I'm doing
He's doing air quotes.
Affordable for us. They'll start. You know how they have like a 15-year mortgage, a 30-year mortgage. I wouldn't even doubt it if they start rolling out 45-year mortgage, 60-year. Like you can literally finance your house for 60 years in order for the payments to be cheaper.
Yeah, I can see that.
But that's crazy. So that's basically telling me
they do that with cars all the time.
They don't want us to own shit.
Right.
They just want us to continue paying and paying and paying.
So you think that's going to be the new rent?
I think that's going to be the new thing. I think we're heading to this kind of like future where we can't own anything anymore. Or it makes it impossible to own things in the future. You want to buy a house? Cool, we'll let you buy a house. Now, would you rather do a 30-year mortgage where your payments is $3,000 a month for a house that you really can see yourself living in? Or would you rather do a 60-year mortgage, but now your payments are close to like $1,500? It's half of the $3K.
So when you die in 40 years, your kids have 20
but then
years
in low key, how much interest are you paying? You're going to be paying way more interest in that 60K term, in that 60-year term than you would pay in a 30-year term. The interest rate is still the same. It's just stretched out even longer. So the payments are a little bit more manageable.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But you're still paying more. They're still making their money. The banks are still going to win. The government is still going to win. Yeah. And I feel like that's the normal now. I feel like we're going to get there to where like, oh, well, how long is your mortgage? Bro, I had to get a 90-year mortgage. 90 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I die, the mortgage is going to be passed down to my kids and my kids are going to be able to pay this. Yeah. After my kids put their 30 years, we'll finally own the house. Right. Yeah. That's what I feel like we're heading at, bro. It's crazy, but I low key think like that. And the same thing with cars. It's going to be a point where, you're not going to be able to afford a card. And then they're going to start throwing these ridiculous fucking loans.
10, 20-year loans on a car.
Yeah, on a car. And just so that you can be able to have one. But at the end of the day, the thing that they want is they don't want people to own. They want people to continue paying. Remember, at the end of the day, we're cows to them. We're just these stupid people that are constantly going to make them money. They don't care about us. It is what it is. But that's my thought, man. You know what I mean? Don't let FBI know about this. They probably already have this. They're recording us. They're like, oh, these motherfuckers talking too much. Yeah. They know a little too much. I'm going to have to shut them down.
He's like, hey, boss, I listened to this anime podcast and they, I think they're onto us. They're
onto us, man. We've been hearing them. They're especially that guy, Lewis. Mm-hmm. Kid Lewis. Oh, man, I have to investigate him. He's talking too much.
They'll be like, Johnson, I didn't know you watched anime.
Lacer, Hawaii fires. How's he know about that?
I don't know.
Well, that's my conspiracy. You got any conspiracy theories, man? Anything good?
Damn, I wish I could think of one off the top of my head. I have nothing. I have nothing. Usually I'm pretty quick.
A lot of that shit just goes through my head. Because I'm always thinking, man. I'm always like, what is the next move? Like, what is the next thing? Like, things are just becoming so expensive. How are they going to make it more affordable for us, the regular Joes, to afford things? If we're struggling to even get an apartment, what are they going to do to make it more affordable for us? And I don't see the price going down and I don't see interest going down. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? I don't see it going down and I don't see income going up or as quick as it needs to. You know what I mean? So at this point, it's like, well, these are your options. You either take a 90-year mortgage on your house and have your great grandkids pay it off.
Yeah. Sounds like a sweet deal.
In order for you to own a house or in order for you to have a roof above your head.
Yeah.
That's the only way I see it, man. But it's just shit is getting too expensive, too crazy, man. I'm this close about to leave the country and just go to Japan, get myself a little apartment.
Or just buy a house in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. They're going for pennies on the dollars.
Yeah. It's up for grabs. But, hey, it's just conspiracy theories. Yeah. No, I don't have any conspiracy theories. I don't even have any anime conspiracy theories. I
was thinking about that too. I was like, I'm gonna look up some anime conspiracy theories.
Yeah, that'd be dope for an episode.
Yeah, Kakashi's gay, right?
I've heard that. Yeah, I did hear that actually. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I just thought of.
There's an episode where they talk about it. Where they don't talk about
Is
it.
he gay for Mike Guy?
Yes, that's the episode. It's supposed to be him and Mike Guy. Because you know how my guy ended up in a wheelchair?
Right.
After his epic fight with fucking Madara?
Right.
Okay, so, you know, he recovered, but he didn't recover all the way. Mm-hmm. So there was like an episode where him and Kakashi go on like this.
On a date.
It's not a date. They don't say it's a date in the show, but it's more like they go check out these hot springs in the mountains. Mm-hmm. And it was just like an episode of them just like kind of like having a chill moment, and people are like, you know what, Kakashi's such a like, because everybody's saying like Kakashi's such a
we never seen him with a girl,
but he's never with a woman,
really,
or he ever has a woman near him. So and he's always with just my guy. Conspiracy time.
I don't know, a little sussy.
Exactly. So people were talking about that, you know, and I was like, yeah, it could be true. It could be true. You know, Kakashi's getting old. He got no woman. He's not married. No kids. Everybody got kids. After the war,
except for Kakashi.
And my guy, well, I understand my guy. He's in a wheelchair. I don't know how much of his.
Well, because Rocket Lee is not his son, right? That's just like his protege.
His protege is not his son.
Wow,
this is his protege. So you know, Kakashi doesn't have a successor. Neither does my guy. So
maybe they'll adopt.
As a couple.
Killua, yeah, from Hunter x Hunter.
As a couple.
As a couple, yeah. I mean,
so you're admitting they're gay.
I don't know.
They're just two good friends adopting a kid.
Yeah, they're just two good friends. Two guys can't just be good friends
and adopt a child and live in the same household
and visit the hot springs.
Exactly right. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Anything else?
That's it. That's all I got.
That's it. All right, that's it for this episode. That's it for the fillers.
For the filler episode, we're gonna be doing this more often in between the episodes. This way, you know, you guys will still get a peek into like, you know, what's going on with us, and we won't disappear from the radar.
No, we don't want to disappear. Hell no, you guys are still gonna hear from us. Like you said, like you're gonna get just a little piece of Lewis inside thoughts.
Yeah.
Just what I'd be thinking about throughout the day. I literally be walking at my job thinking about like, I wonder if there's still properties in Hawaii I can go buy.
Yeah.
Would that be fucked up of me? Because like, you know what I mean? Can I be a part of it? Because I'm hearing everybody wants a piece of this. I want a piece of it too.
Maybe I could buy a house next to Oprah's in Hawaii.
Right? Her house was the only house that survived.
Is it? Okay, I mean.
Uncaved. Same thing that happened in Los Angeles when they had that fire in Los Angeles. Her house was like one of the many houses that never even got touched by the fire. Exactly right. How did your house survive a fucking crazy ass fire like that? Like your house doesn't even. It looks perfect. So, I'm just saying, man. Some things just
Lewis
don't.
Is asking the right questions, you know.
It just don't add up to me, you know. Hey. I might not have passed my algebra class, but shit, I know what 2 + 2 equals, and it ain't looking like opera.
Is 2 + 2 2 2s, or is it 4? You know,
I don't know, man. I don't know. At this point, we gotta start square rooting shit and figuring this out. But I'm telling you, just don't add up to me, man. Don't add up to me. But that's just me. Anyways, that was just a little piece of my inner thoughts.
So definitely come back next time to hear more filler episodes from the Hyperbolic Podcast.
For real. Come back, keep listening, and stay tuned and excited for season 2. It's finna be lit. I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but it's gonna be lit. And like always, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok. We're trying to make more shorts for TikToks. We're trying to, you know, keep pumping out more videos.
Yeah, we got a bunch lined up.
So yeah, we do have a bunch of lined up. So just, you know, and help us grow on TikTok. You know, I see everybody with thousands of followers, and here we are. You know, we're popular too. You know, we do our thing.
We got a thing going.
We do our thing. You know, come follow us. Come mess around. You know, I don't know. Just follow us and
come TikTok with us, bro.
Yeah, and same thing on Instagram. You know, come follow us on Instagram. We're always posting on Instagram. We're always shouting out. We're always doing something on something, and we're on Twitter too. We don't post too much on Twitter, but we try to stay active on there.
You mean X?
Oh, X. It's not called Twitter anymore?
No, people still call it Twitter, but yeah.
But what's it called? What is the official name now?
It's called X.
X. Okay.
They stole my name, bro.
I have another conspiracy theory for X, but that's for the next podcast, next episode.
Very nice.
Of the fillers.
So
go ahead, X. Sign us off.
Tune in next time for scenes from the next episode of the Hyperbolic Filler, where Lewis and X will talk about a conspiracy theory about Twitter or
X. Like X-Files. Deuces.